For 60 years, the Cleveland Browns have stood for something rare in the NFL: unwavering resilience in the face of constant challenge. And if you think that only applies to what happens on the field, you haven't been paying attention to their helmets. Yes, helmets. Because when you look at the NFL landscape, full of snarling logos and polished chrome finishes, there's one team that has always marched to the beat of its own drum. One team that said, "We don't need a logo to define us." One team that wore a blank canvas on its crown and dared the league to underestimate them. The Cleveland Browns. They've never had a logo on their helmets. They're one of only 4 franchises never to reach a Super Bowl. And still, they remain. They endure. They push forward with grit, with tradition, with that unmistakable orange and brown pride. But now, in 2025, something is changing. Not everything. Just the dome. Because after decades of holding the line with their classic look, and after a few test drives with a white helmet in recent seasons, the Browns are unveiling something new. Something bold. Something they're calling Alpha Dawg. And make no mistake, this isn't just a helmet. This is a statement. A matte brown shell, no gloss, no shine, just raw, earthy grit. Orange stripes run down the crown like fire through soil. It's not flashy. It's not complicated. But it screams strength. It breathes identity. It's a reflection of Cleveland itself. Tough, unapologetic, weathered by time but never broken. And who better to co-sign this reveal than Dawg Wipes, a brand that's made its own name in boldness and bathroom humor. Yes, the kings of cleanliness themselves have partnered with the kings of comeback energy. And they're not whispering about it, they're shouting. "We're pumped to team up with the Browns for one of the most iconic helmet reveals the league has ever seen," said Dawg Wipes co-founder Ryan Megan. Iconic. Maybe. Unexpected. Absolutely. Cleveland has never been afraid of different. They've never needed external validation. Because while the rest of the league chased flash, the Browns clung to the fundamentals: run game, defense, and a blue-collar spirit. But now, they're adding a new armor to the war chest. The Alpha Dawg helmet doesn't just modernize the Browns, it amplifies them. It's for the loyal dog pound who show up no matter the record. It's for the players who give their all for a city that bleeds burnt orange and bone-deep brown. It's for the kids in the stands who dream of greatness even when greatness seems a mile away. This isn't a pivot, it's a layer. The Browns aren't tossing aside tradition, they're evolving it. They're keeping the core, the soul, the values that define Cleveland football. But they're also saying, "We're here to fight with new fire." And fire needs fuel. Dawg Wipes didn't just sign on for laughs, they embraced the vision. Their message was simple: as the kings of keeping things clean, we're here to back the Browns as they embrace a bold new look this season. Clean lines. Clean play. Clean slate. The helmet's not just for show, it's for those grind-it-out games in November. For the AFC North slugfests that leave bruises and create legends. For the rainy Mondays when the world forgets Cleveland, until they can't. You might laugh at the Dawg Wipes logo being connected to NFL gear. But Cleveland doesn't mind being the punchline, because they've learned how to punch back. They've been underdogs, overlooked, outplayed, but never out of heart. And that's what this helmet is. A symbol of heart. A declaration of new energy. Not a rebrand, a rebuild. Not a fashion statement, a football statement. Because in 2025, the Browns aren't asking for approval. They're just putting on their helmets and going to work. So when you see that matte brown dome take the field, remember, it's not about a logo. It never was. It's about the name, the grit, the city. It's about being the Alpha Dawg, the leader of the pack, the first into the fight and the last one out. It's about Cleveland. And this season, they're suiting up like never before.